it's about to begin, it's about to begin. Your daily love stream with Shaft Uddin. I love my life, ooh. I love my body, yeah. I love myself, yeah. Welcome to your Sacred Sexual Awakening.com. I am Shaft Uddin, and I'm here to help you, the people of Stockholm, to have more health, wealth, and abundance, and a little bit of wellness along the way. Ooh. This is me on Instagram. If you want to find me, talk to me there. That's where I take all of my Q&As when it comes to love, sex, and intimacy. And relaxing the nervous system, overcoming addiction, and mental health. Winter is coming. So today's episode is all about conscious cock, flaccid penises, erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, dick stuff. That's right. Soft cock fucking. This is a juicy one about man bits. That's right, boys. That's right, men. I'm going to talk about penises. This is something I don't do because I talk about vaginas all the time because that's my specialist subject area. But it turns out I'm not just a lesbian and I'm not just an expert in female genitalia. I'm actually more of an expert in female genitalia than I am male genitalia. Kind of weird, huh? Look, I got a new wand. I've got a new setup today. I'm using my iPad, my Mac Mini. I've got my iPhone. I got my 2009 laptop. It's all kicking off. It's all happening. And I like it. I think I like this new pen. It's like I got the shaft point, but I think the wand is where it's at. Penises. So, if you're not already watching, watch. If you're not already listening, listen. If you're stumbling across this channel, stay on it. And if you are listening and watching, give me a thumbs up. I can't do this without the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notifications. I'm here every single day, 11 till 12 p.m. Stockholm time. To be honest, it's 12:14. I've been having sex. That's my reality. That's what's been going on this morning. I had 2020. It's all going to revolve around penises in a minute. It's all leading up to it. Gotta, warm up the penis slowly. So I'm going to put my wand down. Wand, get back on your... There you go. So, penises, cocks, lingams, the shaft of light. The older Sanskrit word for the healing wand, that is your dick. That is your conscious cock. How do you have a conscious cock? What is a conscious cock? Most women are frightened of it. Always trying to get at them, penetrating them in every way when they're not ready. Oh God, dangerous stuff. Turns out, oh look, I found this in my pocket. This is what I work in when I'm giving yoni massages. Ooh. My very masculine purse. Okay, so conscious cock. What is it? How have you got it? What is it? What's going on? What is a conscious cock? Can it be alive? Can the testicles that look like your brain actually do anything? Turns out it all can. I had sex this morning. It was amazing. So, what happened last night, Shaft Uddin? So glad you asked. I'm going to give you a little meditation tool, by the way, right now. So, if you're drinking a coffee with a friend, going out for a fika, you could have a coffee meditation. You put on the stopwatch. I like to put on one track, which is a Soft Shock by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs acoustic version. And that is our timer. So that song, when it comes on, we basically go into this Pavlovian response of chilling out. We play this so often, so whenever the song comes on, we know it's time to relax. A positive way of manipulating your brain into chilling out. Pavlovian response. It's a thing. It's a science. So we put on this track. It's very special to us. To help us chill out. Chilling out is very important. Sharing your emotions, your desires, your fears, your vulnerability is very important. So when you're having a fika next, put on a stopwatch or play this track. One person speaks, the other person listens. Active listening. And you take a deep breath into your heart, smelling the freshly poured hot coffee. Smelling it into your heart. This coffee is next level, by the way. I was just at an amazing coffee place in Bagarmossen. He makes his own one. Deep breath into your heart, exhaling with sound. And taking your first conscious sip. 5 different beans in this one. And from that space of coziness and contentness, of coziness and niceness, what is real for you right now, Shaft? Thank you for asking. Well, Shaft, what's real for me is I feel amazing. It could have something to do with having free coffee meditation since I've been up this morning. But I had sex this morning. It was a beautiful thing. I had one of the highlights of 2020. 2020, by the way, has been the best year of my life. It's been amazing. COVID-19, what? Sorry? No, I've been in bubbles and countries where it doesn't exist. And I have been in a space last night where a beautiful Swedish Viking elvish woman sang me a lullaby before I went to bed. And the lullaby was so sweet and so beautiful that I had the nicest sleep I've had. The vibrational sounds of this old Nordic lullaby about all the trolls sleeping together and the mummy troll tying the tails together so they all sleep together. And there's another lullaby which is about the mother holding and keeping the baby safe so the trolls don't come in. Very troll orientated. This is what I love about you Swedish people. The folklore, the Norse mythology is what my soul is about. Mysticism, magical realms, fairies, pixies, elves, mermaids. Remember when I was a unicorn? And her song, her lullaby was so beautiful. I got transported into this elvish land, Sweden, where she was dressed in white, looking like this Viking warrioress woman. Not in battle, but the battles are all over. She's there in this cliff top. The storm's about to roll in. I could see the Baltic Sea. She's on top of a hill. The heather and the long grass is flowing. So is her dress and the amazing long hair. And the Swedish features I love in women. Cat-like eyes, the Swedish nose that they have. Very different to me. The beautiful lips and the high cheekbones. And the blonde flowing hair. And I just found peace. It's hard to find peace in times like this. 2020, best year of my life. It's hard to find peace in times when there is so much chaos happening in the world. 2020, best year of my life. So yes, that happened. Before that, we made love. Before that, I won a lot of money. And before that, I did a lot of sex magic to win a lot of money. So, things are flowing. Things are happening in my life. And everything I desire is coming true. And I woke up this morning and we made love. And I said to her the night before, hey love, it's okay. Tomorrow morning, I don't function because my eyes don't work in the morning. But I allow you to consensually rape me in the morning so you could put on the alarm earlier before you go to work. And you could have sex with me when I'm not conscious. And she's like, amazing, thank you. It's because I trust her. So when I woke up, there she was riding me. Because as a man, I haven't randomly always have an erect penis. So as a woman, if you like the guy, you might as well use it to energize yourself, make a wish, say your prayers, and go to work and have a really nice day. So that's what she did. That was my invitation to her. Consent is sexy. So see, she consensually raped me, and I woke up, and there she was. The sun was flowing in onto her golden locks, the crisp sun of the Swedish fall in Stockholm. And I woke up so happy. And I've been finding it really hard to sleep. But and I woke up fresh and my eyes didn't hurt. And she was making love to me. And my penis was very erect. And it went softer and softer. But her yoni held me inside of her and it wouldn't let me go. And it was really nice. And I also fell into a deep space of presence during that moment. She said her prayers in the morning. I set my intentions. And already by that time, I've had the best time of my life, but best time of my day. Like anything that happens beyond this now is just a bonus. As I said to her, I mean, this is what I'm chasing all my life: human connection. Sex isn't like Pornhub, by the way, for me. Sex is something sacred, sacredsexualawakening.com. Very different, very different. Human connection is what I value. A relaxed nervous system is what I value. Reprogramming my mind away from fear to love is what I value. And that happens a lot deeper when you're making love to someone. You set an intention. You go into a state of oneness. Oneness is great, by the way, and you can achieve that through sex. And we reached enlightenment. And the soft cock fucking was a beautiful thing. Usually when you're making love to someone and you have a soft cock, a woman will go, she'll take it personally and go, "What have I done wrong? Don't you love me? Is it something I need to fix?" And the sex stops. We'll try again later. In the world of Tantra, we honor a soft cock. And there's so much stuff you could do outside of sex, but you could also have sex whilst you have a soft cock. It's amazing. There's no shame in it. There's only co-creation. No shame, no judgment. There's a relaxed nervous system in everyone, and there's no fear. Usually in the normal world of matrix sex and not sacred sex would end. There would be some kind of blame, guilt, victim mentality, something. But in the world of Tantra, we honor each other and we allow each other to relax on it, hold space for each other. Soft penis, no worries, great. There's a billion other things we could do. Palladian sex, energy sex, using the lingam to rub on your yoni and like start stimulating things there. Or if your lingam is inside of a woman and it's gone soft, you have one of these things, a pubic bone, where you could be like lesbians. I used to be a lesbian, by the way. And you could like grind on each other and she could stimulate herself on your pubic bone whilst your penis is still connected. You could channel love from your heart into her and you could have this connected, heart-centered, flaccid penis sex. It's beautiful. And remember, this is the key thing. I'm not here to give anyone an orgasm. It's not my job. That's too much pressure. This is why Tantra really works in modern day society. It's a bit more relaxed. It's a bit more chilled when you're making love. I'm a tantric sex god. Like, I am. Because I'm not doing anything. This is why this stuff works so well. The more tantric you become, the less you have to do and the more orgasms you have. So if you're a man and you're about to have sex with, or make tantric love, whatever word you want to use for sex. If you want to fuck the shit out of a tantric priestess, or if you want to practice the art of tantric lovemaking with a tantric priestess, there is no performance anxiety that you need. She will do what she needs to do to manifest an orgasm in her being, and as a man, we all know we could, reach ejaculation in 2 seconds if we wanted to. because we're really good at knowing how we want to do it, hard and fast, right? But when you become tantric, the more subtle you are, the more you feel anything. Or maybe when you have just subtleties, the nuances, you start to feel more. It's a beautiful thing when you become tantric, because you let go of the numbness. Instead of going hard and fast and having to see more visual hardcore porn to get off on something because you're overstimulated, you learn how to become more receptive to pleasure by doing less. As a tantric sex god, all I need to do is do nothing. It's so much easier. And remember, everyone's tantric, everyone's enlightened. All you got to do is practice presence. If you're a dancer, if you're a horse rider, if you're an artist, if you're a hula hooper, if you're doing pole dancing, if you're doing any kind of embodied practice, you could drop into presence a lot more. Just drop into that state, which is the flow state. All that embodied wisdom, let go of the mind, and the body does the rest. That's what you do in lovemaking. Drop out of your head into your body. Or if you want to take it to the next level and start manifesting what you want in your life whilst having sex, make a wish when you do orgasm. I've been playing around with very unusual things to just to play with the universe, to see how enlightened am I, how much of a walking god am I. Can I really get the thing that I'm dreaming of? And I'm dreaming of something outrageous at the moment. And then I got it the next day. And then I got it again yesterday. And this thing I'm dreaming of is really outrageous. And today I'm going to do it again. I'm going to see if I could get that thing that is on a probability level. It's like winning the lottery. It's like this week I've won the lottery twice. It works. This stuff totally works. So soft cock fucking. Oh, there's someone on the internet. Jackson Stock. What a great time. What a great time to be alive. 2020, best year of my life. Also, really great year for people of Stockholm and Sweden. What lockdown? So what happened to me today really echoed in the beauty of Swedish women, in the beauty of Tantra. There is not a lot of pressure or a lot you need to do when you take care of your own pleasure. When you take care of your own pleasure in a positive way, you meet each other in a way you support each other. Orgasms isn't my focus, so pleasure is. Sensation is. What is the new sensation that I could feel in my body is my thing. This is a very long coffee meditation, by the way. It should be only 3 minutes, or however long the Years track is. Soft rock acoustic version. Soft shock. So in the soft cock fucking, there is no pressure. There is no shame in not being a man and having to fuck someone open to God because that's what I meant to do. It's a lot of pressure. In the end, you just become present. You just drop out of your head into your body, go into the sensation, and it's a beautiful place to be, to relax your nervous system. You know how much you love hugging and cuddling? Just imagine that and having your penis being hugged by a vagina. It's super sweet, yo. But what is a conscious cock? I hear you say. All my followers and viewers, the 2 people that are watching right now in Jackson, I know what you're asking. What is a conscious cock? I've got one. You've got one. But you gotta unlock it to become a conscious cock. The shaft of light. That's a beautiful image, right? A healing wand. That's a beautiful thing, right? Once you learn how to direct your intention, your awareness, your love into your penis, then it becomes a healing tool. It becomes a beautiful healing device. space that you could insert inside of someone, the sacred space, a temple of a human being, you could actually enter with your physical being and connect and sit and meditate together. If you're sat in Yabhyam, which is the Shiva Shakti position, which is where the man sits cross-legged and the woman hops on like a little koala bear, and the man places one hand on the back of the heart, one hand on the base of the spine, and the woman does the same, and all their chakras are connected. That's when you become fully into the oneness space. I mean, if you've ever seen the film The Beach, I do believe Leonardo DiCaprio is having sex with Tilda Swinton in that position. I remember seeing that, and I was like, what are they doing? What is this sex position? Because I've never seen anything like it. It's because it's Tantra. It's because they were on Koh Phangan. They were in Tantra Island before it became commercialized. They were in, I believe, in the Tri-Bays. Wainam and all that. I don't live there. I'm in Tantra Town, which is a secret place called Sri Tanu, and I'm telling everyone about it because I don't live there anymore. So, Yabhyam position, connecting together, all chakras aligned, making love, moving your hips in a way that they grind on each other rather than bum, 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 Pornhub style. No. It is okay to do it once in a while, but it doesn't have to be the main event and the only event. Soft cock fucking is a beautiful thing, and there is no shame in it. Also, having a conscious cock is something every man needs to do, because once you have a conscious cock, life becomes easy. There's not a lot of drama. But the sad thing about not having a lot of drama is you don't become attractive. Women love drama, turns out. They can't get enough of it. That's what keeps the spice, the spark alive, the drama, fineness. I want to see some emotions. I want you to feel me. Dun, 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 dun. But if you have a stable man who is pretty chilled, trained in conflict resolution, and is very transparent and is 100% available, that is not something that women want. It's not desirable. How do I know? Because I did that for a long time, and women don't like it when you show up 100%. If you're a bit mysterious and a little bit dangerous, and I remember doing this in my 20s, being a cunt, as I called it. That's when I was always worshipping the vagina, but the cunt was not a beautiful phrase to use in England. If you go from beyond like if you're a man, you're confident, then you become a little bit arrogant, then you become a little bit of an asshole, then you become a full-on cunt. That's what we say in England. When I was super alpha cunt, I was getting so much cunt in my life. It was amazing. And I was experimenting with this. I just wanted to understand women's psychology. Like, why was I attracting more women just being not nice, and this was consciously doing it, than being the nice guy that I am, who is always looking for love. I'm single now, by the way. Not looking for it. Oh, and guess what? I'm having it all the time now. Again, playing the game with my conscious cock, with my human experience and all the knowledge I've learned around relationships, my speciality. So, when I was an alpha cunt, I was acquiring so much yoni, so much vagina, so much action, so much beautiful connections. Because everyone I do have sex with, I fall in love with. I'm still a bit of a woman. So, remember, lesbian. So what happened was, at the peak of my cuntness, a woman fell in love with me. And I was at the peak of my height of being super shaft. This was in my 20s. And then I fell in love, and I was in an amazing relationship for a couple of years, and the classic pattern that I used to have, best friends, sleeping with my fiancés, girlfriends, whatever, happened, and then my life was destroyed, and the Then I forgot who I was again, and then I had to build myself up, and a constant build up the confidence, fall in love, betrayal, want to kill myself, build up the confidence, fall in love, betrayal, want to kill myself, happens until like last year. So I've healed that. Turns out whatever you say comes true, so I've stopped saying it. So it's not true anymore. It hasn't happened for a long time, last year. And I don't want to kill myself, by the way. That was in my 20s. And the beautiful thing about my conscious cock is, once I've learnt how to send love to it, I am able to harness that energy and direct it and move towards a positive goal in my life. A place or an idea or vision of how I see myself, and I become it. A goal, a financial target, or a sexual relationship, and I get it. A house that I want, that I dream of, then I get it. And I do this through masturbation, mindful masturbation. The thing that changed my life, and the thing that has revolutionized my level of manhood, and I've let go of the identity of being a lesbian because I was very much in my feminine energy. Oh, look at my purse. Now I'm doing testicle massages, where I put my balls into like a hair bun, and then I just stroke like this, and just a little bit of de-armoring around it. Grief, pain and trauma is released, and then pleasure is felt. If you're a dude, you got these balls, do it for 21 days minimum, but do it for 40 days. See what happens in your life. I guarantee you that your life will completely change, because your testicles look like your brains. The thing that makes you a man is your balls. Testosterone is something that we need to cultivate more of as men, because there's so much estrogen everywhere on the planet, in the water supply and everything like that. So what we need to do is just generate our own. And ever since doing that, like for 6 months I've been doing it now, and I have not suffered from any negative thoughts. There's 3 days where I had negative thoughts, and I was noticing it so much because I hadn't had any negative thoughts. 2020, best year of my life. And it all revolved around these 3 days of negative thoughts revolved around, because the only love, sex and intimacy I was having on Koh Phangan when I was trapped there during lockdown, the woman I was with, she was leaving. So all of a sudden, all this panic started kicking in. And it's like, who am I going to have sex with now? Who am I going to connect with? And this was on a subconscious level. And I was trying to figure out, because, you know, again, I have a very aware mind. Where are all these negative thoughts coming? And then I was like, it's because my tantra buddy is leaving, and I don't know who I'm going to connect with next. And the 2 other girls that I'm connected with are celibate, and I can't have sex with them. Is there something wrong with me? Why don't they want to make love to me when I really love them? And the way I show love is through sex, and the way they show love is not through sex. Oh no, I must be a terrible person because they don't want to have sex with me. I'm not lovable. I'm not good enough. So that's how the brain worked. Again, I'm highly aware about all this stuff. So what I had to do was, why have I not had any negative thoughts? Oh, it's because I was dedicated to purpose. My job, my new company, valued at $1 million. Amazing. So I had to remember why I wasn't suffering from any mental illnesses anymore, because I wasn't hanging around with any of the victims from the spiritual bubble. I was hanging out with the Bitcoin millionaires and influencers and the entrepreneurs, and I focused my attention back on my job, sacredsexualawakening.com, and my other one, which I can't talk about, but it's amazing, and my other one, which I can't talk about, which is amazing. So I have a lot of projects going on. And guess what? The mental, the 3 days of mental torment around connection was gone, because I focused myself back onto purpose. And guess what happened? all the women came back again. It was great. Directing my focus onto my lingam, which is my purpose, by the way, it tells me what to do. So my lingam was saying, Jackson Stock, big brain, big balls, balls and boundaries, very important. My lingam said, go to Stockholm. It said, leave the island where all food and accommodation is provided for free and your salary, and go to Stockholm where there is corona everywhere. And I was like, I'm going to Stockholm. I came to Stockholm and life has been insane. This is the happiest I've ever been in my life. And it's amazing because my conscious cock has told me where to go every single time, who to connect with. It doesn't lie. And love, in my opinion, according to my tantric practices and the science of sex and sacred sexuality, is you should listen to your cock. Your conscious cock is talking to you all the time. Your womb, your pussy, your vagina, your cunt, whatever you want to call it, is talking to you all the time. We've all heard of things like, I need to get this off my chest, heartache, heart pain, butterflies in the stomach. Like in every culture, in every country, there is something that is describing something that's happening in the body. But the biggest things that are happening in our body is our dicks and our vaginas. But we don't listen to it because we're so trapped in the brain. This is why there's so much mental illness in the Western world, because it's a patriarchal society that is governed by the mind. We're not listening to the body. The tantric arts, the esoteric arts, the Eastern philosophies and the Taoist traditions and the tantric practices and the yogic practices, which is now in the well-being industry, which is worth $1 billion because no one knows how to relax their nervous system apart from the old school techniques. It tells you how to drop into your pussy, into your yoni, your womb wisdom and your conscious cock. Once you realize how to connect to that, you can connect to anyone. So how to activate your conscious cock is by getting out of your head into your body, learning how to breathe into your balls, learning how to connect with yourself, and mindfully masturbating and just feeling the sensations. Feeling what's going on by soft touches, by tiaring the testicles. Every day you should have a penis practice. Every day you should definitely masturbate. It's different to what the no-fap movement is saying, but don't ejaculate. If you're getting blue balls, breathe up that energy to your third eye. Or feel like that there is a pressure valve, like a lotus flower, that's opening up in your sahasrara, your crown chakra, and release that pressure. And if you feel your penis going down, then it's working. That's what it does. So what you need to do as a man to activate your conscious cock is to start being a bit more subtle with him, connecting to him. What are 3 things that you're grateful for and appreciate about your lingam? For me, it has its own intelligence, the pleasure, obviously, intelligence, pleasure, and the way it looks when it's semi. It looks pretty big. So it's like, oh, nice. So yeah, those 3 things. And if your lingam could speak to you right now, what would it say? Well, these are questions that you should ask yourself. So, do this, pause the video, do it yourself. Well, if my penis could talk to me right now, what would it say? Well, Shaft, it would say, thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you for allowing me to tell you to go to Stockholm to live the dream that you wanted to live, the original mission, which is to connect with as many beautiful women in Stockholm as possible who look like the dream women that you dream of when you go to sleep. Elvish, blonde, powerful, Viking women. Thank you for listening to me and not listening to your brain. Thank you for allowing me to randomly meet people and allowing the bodies to connect and not question my connection. Because every time you listen to me, your life has changed. You had some kind of major healing and you become more and more enlightened. So thank you, Shaft, for listening to your conscious cock. Thanks, Shiva Lingam. That's his name, Shiva Lingam. Thanks, Shiva Lingam. That's a beautiful share. So this is what I do. And this is what you should do as a man. Connect with your penis, masturbate every day, but don't ejaculate. When you let go of that need to ejaculate, you will eventually find other forms of orgasms. You will eventually become multi-orgasmic, but it takes a lot of discipline. As I said to my tantra buddy this morning, I'm half asleep. It's really nice to wake up to you, and I could ejaculate in 2 seconds. And as I'm asleep, I probably would. But I'm a tantric man, and it takes a lot of discipline, even when I'm asleep, to not ejaculate. My body's hardwired to be tantric now. That is the biggest achievement of my the last decade, that I became multi-orgasmic. The biggest achievement of 2010 to 2020, the last decade, was not the fact I bought a second house in London by myself. It wasn't the fact that I got one viral video, another viral video, and another viral video that reached a total of 38.8 million viewers worldwide, and I became a global sensation. No. It wasn't the fact that I started a heart-inspired wellness center called coravida.com. Check it out. It wasn't the fact that I wrote my first book. It wasn't the fact... Check it out on sacredsexualawakening.com. You can download it for free. It wasn't the fact that I bought land in Guatemala. It wasn't the fact that I became a world-class healer and the world's #1 yoni masseuse. No. There's so much more achievements I could talk about. I can't remember hardly any of them anymore, but I'm glad I'm reminding myself. It was the fact that I did the discipline and the hard training and spent £30,000 on overcoming my mental illnesses by becoming multi-orgasmic. This is true. That's my biggest achievement, because this is the thing I could take with me to the grave. Not the material wealth that will come and go and everything like that, but the thing I've hardwired into my body. This is why my body is so fucking amazing, because it houses the spirit, the soul, the seed that is here to create mass impact on the planet. But the more I activate this, the more I could help others. The more I open up my soul, my body, and my connection to myself, which allows me to connect to the collective consciousness, the more I have global impact on the planet, where I could help as many people on the planet with sacredsexualawakening.com. My mission, which is my mission statement on my website, is for my human design. My mission is to find world peace through intimacy. So there's no more blaming and shaming between men and women, but transparent communication, shared vulnerability, co-creation. I am that bridge. This is why there's no dramas in my life. I am that bridge, so there's no more wars on this planet. And all war, in my opinion, comes down to not being able to connect with others. There are villains in the world, and some people say we need to kill them. There are villains in the world, and some people say we need to forgive them. And there are villains in the world where they just need a little bit of love and support in a community. That's where I come in. I'm here to help you, the people of Stockholm, to come home to yourself, connect to yourself. So there's so much more health, wealth, and wellness in your life through connecting to your cock. Become multi-orgasmic. There's a reason why you should become multi-orgasmic. There's a billion different reasons. Relaxing your nervous system, finding pleasure, no more looking outside of yourself. You become your own space holder. You learn to overcome all of your sexual blockages, because all of our problems revolve around our dicks and vaginas, lingams, yonis, whatever you want to call it. There's a problem there. Because all we're trying to do is trying to connect with the opposite sex or the same sex. Basically, we want to find union, go to oneness, procreate, so we live forever. And you could do that through sacredsexualawakening.com. So, conscious cock. It's a discipline, it's a practice. let your lingam be your compass. And here's the thing about love, by the way. It's not some kind of thing. It's science-based. So I'm going to tell you the hard facts of love. The biology of love. It's not love at first sight because your souls met each other in a past life and you're constantly meeting until you've become the twin flames you've been looking for, and then you end up rescuing each other. It has nothing to do with that. But whatever you believe in comes true. So it is true as well. But it's not. It's up to you to figure it out. The hard science of love is your body is constantly seeking. This is why whenever you go into a room, you're always looking for a mate. Who can you have sex with? Your body is constantly doing it. When the body meets another body, because these are wise, very powerful sources of it's like spider senses. It's like using the force. Vroom. You could feel everything if you have that level of awareness. If you're not trapped in your mind, it's just 20% of your being. The rest of your body is 80%, and it's always sensing things. Sensing, looking to live longer, survival, babies. So what happens is this walking chemistry set is basically walking around sensing to find someone to procreate with. When the bodies connect with another body that has a certain amount of chromosomes, pheromones, whatever, to have a healthy immune system with another human to create life that has a healthy immune system, the better the match of these things, the more chemicals are going to go, love each other, connect, boom. Within those 3 months, when the chemicals are still going batshit crazy, you want to have a baby, you want to fall in love, you want to build some kind of commitment, and then you're with each other forever. Usually the honeymoon period, the chemicals settle and subside after 3 months. So when something was really nice, when, look how sweet it is when she slurps her coffee. 3 months later, I wish you would just stop slurping her coffee. Because you are hardwired to fall in love. The oxytocin, the connection, the sex, all of it is to help you bond to have a baby. And when you have the baby, she gets attached, you have to provide, and then that's it. Boom, you did it. This is why I wanted it a bit differently. So I'm here to provide Enlightened Babies 21-day conscious conception challenge. If there are women out there who want to have babies and looking for a donor, that's me. If there's any lesbian couples out there who are in a loving, committed relationship and you're financially stable and looking for a donor, that's me. So I'm going to do things a little bit more different these days. Coffee sharing still going on. What is a conscious cock? Allow your penis to connect with a human. If your body goes like this and is pulling you towards a woman, do it. Don't get in the way with the mind and just say hello. This is the most petrifying thing you will do. For me, when the body has connected with another body, I fall in love, started a business, and we live together. I trust my body. When the mind looks at someone and goes, oh, hang on, cat-like eyes, tick, Swedish nose, tick, high cheekbones, hair, tick, 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 tick. She looks like the person. Oh, I'm a space holder. I run a retreat. She sounds like the person, but my body isn't reacting to her. Then it's a no-go. And I've been in spaces where they've ticked all the boxes, but there's nothing happening in my body. Like nothing. I don't feel them. And you might, if you're in the spiritual scene, you could hear a lot of women go, I just want him to feel me. Guess what? When an awakened man turns up and he can't feel you, looks like you got a lot of work to do on yourself. And actually, to be honest, that's actually what has happened in some situations. When I can't feel them, it's because they're emotionally blocked. And we have the conversation, what's going on? And then we meet up a year later and they say, yeah, I was actually a little bit numb, a little bit blocked, and I'm a little bit more open. And I go near them again and there's something, but not something, so they still got a little bit more work to do. Hey, we're having transparent communications about it. It's not just an assumption. Don't live in a world of assumption. Make sure you check in with people and make sure you're transparent so you don't judge someone. That's how I deal with things. I need to make sure my body is not tricking me. And here's the thing. When my conscious cock connects with someone, or when I hug someone and my penis goes, does a namaste in my pants, I ask them, hey, are you doing some kind of tantric practice or anything like that? And they'd be like, no, I just do yoga. And I'd be like, what type of yoga? And they'll be like, oh, yoni yoga. And I'm like, so you're working in female empowerment, goddess, the whole sacred goddess movement stuff? And they'd be like, yeah. And then I go a little bit deeper. It's like what sort of stuff are you doing exactly? Because I could really feel your sexual energy. Is there like a daily practice that you're doing? And then they'll tell me some kind of outrageous story where, 10 years ago I couldn't have a baby and my womb wasn't working. Then I went on this healing journey, and then on the full moon in Stonehenge I had an activation, and then I became a yoni expert, and now I teach women how to heal their wombs and their vaginas through the practices that worked for me, and now I can have a baby. And I'd be like, my dick never lies. I knew it. My penis is so hard around you all the time because I know you're cultivating your sexual energy somehow. And she'd be like, wow, that's amazing. I'm like, it's because I'm like a woman. I have a conscious cock. You have womb wisdom. Your pussy tells you what to do. My dick tells me what to do. It's a human thing. It's just one of the aspects you need to unlock. It's like a computer game. Each level, each chakra, open, awaken, forget, awaken. And then you have all the toolkits. So in any challenging situation, you will have the ability to be like Captain America. You will be in a position where you can pull out your arsenal of weapons and like diffuse any conflict and come into a space of the divine masculine with your conscious cock, your sword of light, your wand of light, your shaft of light, and you can find world peace through intimacy. There is a beautiful Native American saying, which is, when all the women put their blood back into the earth again, all the men will come back home from war. We could stop fighting. And I love that story. When they put their menstrual blood back to the earth again and give back to the earth, all the wars will end and all the men will stop fighting. And as a man, instead of ejaculating into your sock and throwing it away, how about you injaculate and you lengthen your longevity in your life? I'm 40 years old and I'm getting younger. As soon as I get rid of these tiny bits, which will be next week, because I'm experimenting with my life to see how much I could fuck up my face, my eyes, my muscles and everything, and then heal myself, which I'm doing great. But it's like Sherlock Holmes. Chronic pain and all your illnesses is like Sherlock Holmes. You find out what it is, you do it, and literally overnight it goes. It's insane how it works. The body's very intelligent. As a man, you could ejaculate and you could pour that semen into a tree, onto the earth. Make a wish for world peace instead of carrying on and doing your Excel spreadsheets or doing the next project. Not Corona. Well, Shaft, thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. I'm open to feedback, Shaft. This is what we do in a coffee meditation. Oh, yes. What is there anything you wish to say? Oh, yeah. The reflection I have is this beautiful story. How can I find out more? Well, I could tell you this. Check out sacredsexualawakening.com and check out my Instagram at Shaft Uddin. You could contact me here. If you're a dude, let's go out for a fika. Let's talk about our penises. Let's become Viking men. And if you have a home out there that I could live in and turn into a retreat space, I'm looking for the dream co-living, co-working space where we create a space where people can come together on the weekend, relax our nervous system, and do transformational events and create content from it. So we're constantly creating content, living together, living in purpose, living in community, and winter is coming. So it's a space where people actually come and connect over the winter months. This is my dream. So thank you all for watching. Hey, I got the green screen to work, so now it's not so shit. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, and if you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Jackson Stock, thank you so much for your comments. It's so nice when someone is engaging with me. And everything I talk about is in my school, the School of Self-Love online course. Find out more in the links below. I am here to help you find more health, wealth, and wellness in Stockholm. And I will see you for my final love stream tomorrow. Puss hey!